Graham, I think this is what they call a spirited affair. What did you guys feel entering this game? And they certainly came with a heck of a lot of energy in that first period. What were you guys thinking after that one?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough game, packed barn here tonight, so there's a lot of energy within the building itself, and we knew that there was going to be momentum swings both ways, so we just had to manage that throughout the game, and especially that first period, kind of weather the storm a little bit, and heading into the second, we got challenged to play our game a little bit more and step it up, and I think we did that during that second period. We really elevated and got back to Marlies hockey.
How tough is it in that third period to hang on? They're not only coming hard, the physical play ramps up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the last few weeks we've had some tough games, so I think we were pretty well equipped for what was coming, and obviously we played them the other night, so we kind of knew their pressure and how physical they were, so we just kind of had to take care of that and make sure pucks were getting out and pucks were getting in.
You guys are having a successful run here. You mark Johnstone. Tell me about the goal and what happens on that situation throughout the beginning of it to right to the close of it.
Yeah, we obviously have fun playing together. So on that one, we had a quick little breakaway. Thought Mark was going to score, so I put my hands up a little bit. But we got the puck. We ragged it for a little bit. And then, again, it was a great pass by Marshall and sprung Johnny again. And then he got a shot off, and luckily I was able to be there and put it in.
Tell me about where the direction of this team is going at the moment. Just where you guys feel and where you are in your season and how well it's going.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we feel like the sky's the limit, and we know how good of a locker room we have, and so it's coming to the rink every day, making sure we're putting the work in to be the best team in the league.
Logan, sometimes I think fans get a little bit more upset about games like that than the actual players. What's it like to get into a game that's as physical and as competitive as this one seemed to be?
Yeah, it was an emotional game for sure. I thought we did a pretty good job, honestly, of controlling that. First period, obviously, we had Wooler stand on his head and gave us a chance, and special teams made a difference. But I think just being able to stay with it and not, kind of collapsing with their pressure in the first after, it's a long day traveling here the same day. But, it was a very highly intense game with a lot of emotion, and we just, honestly, I think we did a great job being able to control that.
You talk about Joseph Wall and what he brought in that first period, really a chance to win this game. What does he contribute, not only on the ice but off the ice for you guys?
Work ethic. I mean, I think all of our goalies right now, we have 4 of them here, which is unusual, but the work ethic that they're all putting in, and it's next man up. Whoever's game it is to play, they're ready to go, and every one of them are giving us a chance to win. It's nice to see, and internal competition is always nice to push each other.
You're in a unique spot, having played both sides of this rivalry. What's it like getting into a game that, as you say, as emotional as that, knowing so many players on the other side?
It's fun. I mean, I don't change the way I would play it. I mean, it's nice to be able to talk to them after the game or whatever, but I don't think, same as them, we wouldn't change the way we play just because we know each other, play with them before. And if anything, you kind of know some tendencies and who's going to finish their hits and who won't, kind of thing. But I enjoyed it. Last year the same way, and this year, obviously, it's nice to be, finish that game on top after that. It was a nice crowd. It's always a fun rink to play in. I enjoyed my time playing here. Small rink, it feels like, everyone's right on top of you, but that's what makes it such an intense game.
This may not be information but we'll throw it at you anyway. Greg Moore is going to be the head coach of the North Division based on the record of the team at New Year's. Got enough points, the win percentage all falls in his favor. He'll represent the North Division at the All-Star game. Your thoughts on him as a coach over the course of this season? Yeah,
that's obviously well-deserved. I know in the dressing room he kind of credited to the team and the players, which, obviously it's a part of it, but you have to be able to want to play for your coach in order to win. And structure has to be there, and, all 3 coaches deserve it. But, Moore's taking the recognition, which is awesome. I think coming in here, I didn't know who he was, didn't know anything about him, but playing for him, it's great. I think the way he's got our team working, everyone's pulling in the same direction. It's nice to see, and I'm very happy. It's very well deserved.
Greg, just first off, what do you say to the officials at the end of that game? The conversation that happens over what happens in the last 3 minutes of play?
I wasn't aware. I heard some guys talking, but of something that happened in the scrum towards the end. I'll leave it at that. But I went to talk to the refs about contact on our goaltender and just wanting our goalies to be protected. I thought there were twice they physically ran our goalie, and then a third time after brushed him in front of the crease. So just arguing that it's important to protect our goalies.
Taking it back to the first period, they came out with a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of physicality. What do you guys do to push back?
Yeah, they came out really hard in the first period. They forechecked really well. We were a little slow. We weren't skating. We weren't playing our physical game that we normally did. And then we just had a talk in the first intermission to get back to our style of hockey and how we know we can play. And the guys responded right away and got the momentum going in the right direction. And it also helped to have Hoff step up for our team there and bring some momentum himself with his fight.
Taking into that third period, you guys are already up in a good spot. What's the mentality going into that third, and do you accomplish what you want to accomplish in that final 20 minutes of play?
Well, you certainly never want to sit back and take on more shots than we give them. You want to go out there and play in the offensive zone and make sure that they're feeling the pressure and not allow them to pull their goalie in a situation where we're at their end of the rink the entire time. But our team battled really hard. I thought our D did a great job tonight finding exits out of our D zone, and Waller did an outstanding job in the first period, keeping us in it and weathering the storm. And then even at the end there, feeling the contact, all the scrambles around the net. He was really composed and battled for the team hard.
Blandisi left, he came back, but Dargachintsev did not. Any update on his status?
Lower body. I'll have to talk to our medical team to get an update.
Thank you. By virtue of the Marlies record over the, up until New Year's, you've now been designated as the head coach of the North Division in the American League All-Star game. Your thoughts on achieving that mark?
It's certainly an honor, but it really isn't a representation of me as it is our entire organization, the work that our players have put in, our coaching staff, management, our support staff. It's been really fun working with this group this year. And just really proud to be the person that gets to represent our team at the event.